opinion. You know, everybody has a new diary. That's like part of the show. Would very well put in their book. The same thing that
Mm-hmm.
everything ain't really up for viewing and reading and shit though. You wondering why people be tracking your move. Y'all done made it even more easier for people to track your moves. Not because every little thing that get posted, it goes into a database where they can get an idea of how you move and what you like.
But look. But you gotta. Let's take a step further. That's what people want. People want to be able to be tracked. They want to have a footprint because it was a time we grew up where a time if you wasn't special, if you didn't have a talent, if you wasn't cold, we didn't fucking know about you. That's not the case now.
Hence this podcast. Hence everybody's use of this type of artwork.
Exactly. But this type of artwork gives individuals like me and you an opportunity to prove that we are cold as we think we are, and we are as cold as we told you motherfuckers we was. You know what I'm saying? But what social media has done, especially with this shaming shit, because it's a lot of shit that people should be ashamed of. Like, if you a hoe, you should be ashamed of being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it all depends on that, and I say that because like it's levels to the shit. Like real spill, you think about everybody's a hoe to an extent, right?
yeah.
And then about what you do is about how you do it. That being said, if y'all are being promiscuous, you're protecting yourself, then salute to you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, then hey, salute to you even more because you're a brave motherfucker out here in this battlefield. You first infantry. Nigga out here going raw is first infantry. Free lunch. You heard it.
You are
your man's default.
You are the first nigga on land to fight in any war.
That will be my next status.
For real.
But yeah, long as you are mindful of who you go there with, hey, hats off to you. I mean, shit, that's why they got these tests out here. You can show everybody what it is in black and white.
Yeah, but
read them in week.
See, I kind of look at that kind of differently because me personally, I've been fucking since I was 12. You know what I'm saying? I'm 38 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? That's over 30 years of fucking.
My man just celebrated a birthday. He's a savage for anybody that, you know,
Vegetarians get bad rap, man, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all niggas be doing to these episodes, but I'm so tired of defending Sagittarius. This shit crazy, dog. Like, goddamn.
I feel like every individual has to defend their zodiac sign at some point. If they're into that shit.
Yeah, at some point. Because it's just a common denominator with human beings. You know what I'm saying? All human beings are selfish. They may have their reasons for being selfish, but they're fucking selfish because self-preservation is the nature of humans. You know what I'm saying? If you have to do some shit to survive, you're gonna fucking do it.
Naturally.
You might do the shit, be like, oh shit, I done stole from the fucking stove as you're eating the goddamn sandwich because you ain't ate in 2-3 days.
Further than that point, some people can't go through with killing themselves because as soon as they get right to the part where they see blood, yeah, now you have second thoughts.
Yeah. But then some motherfuckers, that's a whole nother cup of tea right there.
I swear
that's another brew.
I feel like
pause,
I'm
pause,
gonna offend people with saying what I just said.
Pause, pause.
Now you want to talk about suicide? That's a simple subject.
Mad fucking pause.
That's what this whole show is about. For somebody to say how sensitive a subject is, when are you gonna stop running away from shit?
Man, I don't believe, and I'm glad you said that. We're going to kind of veer off from shame. We're going to come back to shaming, but I want to talk about bullying for a minute.
Which that's a part of shaming.
Okay, well, I guess we're still in the same realm. But I want to tell me if I'm tripping. I want to bounce this idea. I want to bounce this off you, and you tell me if I'm tripping.
Go ahead, run it.
So, those that don't know, I'm in the teaching capacity of, I'm a teacher for lack of a better phrase. I'm a teacher and a coach. So at my school recently, we had the anti-bullying coalition guy, and he was in there talking about bullying or whatever, but I didn't even go speak to the guy. I didn't introduce myself. Mm-hmm. I sat through his spiel about bullying, and he got this whole thing where you say no hands, no feet. I'm not gonna what the fuck? No hands, no feet. I'm gonna use my actions to deter the bully, but I'm not gonna fight him. I'm gonna stand up for people, but I'm not gonna fight. And after a while, I'm like, okay, all these kids in here because of bullying. This whole fucking shindig is because of bullying. I wonder, are adults bullied? Can adults be bullied?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It happens in various forms. Shit. It happened, I saw one person say something about it happens in the church. I was like, wow, that's a great example, because if you think about how a person is like rather nudged with the elbow, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to when that collection plate go around, like, nigga, what you doing all that extra work for? Like, you a secret out for the church while you nudging me about this collection plate? If I got it, I got it. You know what I mean? Shoot, you got it with a job. You got people that bully you at your job about some stuff. Like it's like a silent bully. Mm-hmm. Like you don't want to have to tolerate what's about to come out of a person's mouth, so to speak. So you like, man, all right, I go along with this, just so I ain't gotta hear it, blah blah blah. Or you got it in, you have it in at home. Domestic violence. Tell me that ain't bullying, right? Oh, is that another sensitive topic?
Domestic violence is definitely bullying.
So I'm saying that to say, for sure, there's such thing as adult bullying. There's one person who's taking it, because they don't know how to dish it out. And then there's the opposite. Mm-hmm. But yeah, shit. Definitely exists. So yeah,
That's
shaming,
crazy.
shaming, like I said, being a part of bullying, and
I
it's
just
like, what are you gonna do? Like me talking about it, it's like you either gonna take it or you not. Same way it is when you was a kid. And those of you who grew up in an urban community, for the most part, you had that instilled mind frame of you gonna have to go back out there and fight them. You're not about to run in here crying to me about somebody out there threatening your livelihood. You're gonna have to go ahead and fight that. You have to face that fear. And that's what all the lesson was about. Face your fears. As a kid, it might be hard to understand that. You're like, oh my goodness, why you ain't helping me out? I am helping you out. You got to face that fear. Life lessons that you don't even interpret.
right.
As far as like the magnitude of it, you can't take it in until you get old enough to reflect on it.
So how you feel about body shaming?
All shaming is tough love. So as far as body shaming goes, man, look, I'll say it from a personal experience.
Right.
Having been 270, okay.
Beautiful life, beautiful life,
Now here it is.
beautiful life, beautiful life, beautiful life.
Like, dude, something gotta change for real. Like I done said it already 100 times at this point that I done reached 270. Something gotta change.
Oh, so this was a while back then.
Gotta start somewhere. It's 2009 when I had reached this mark.
Okay.
So what do I do? You know what I mean? That was 2010. Take it back. So yeah, what do I do? There gotta be some baby steps. This track and field is not far from me, so let me try that. Start putting my kid in the stroller, walk it up to the track, then I do laps around the track with her in the stroller. She be knocked out and everything, dude. And then at some point, you know, leave from up there after a while, doing it for so long, shoot, it started showing. Clothes started getting baggier. Not to mention, I altered my diet. Not eating so heavy, so late.
diet. You definitely got to alter that diet.
I'm not eating so heavy, so late.
It's a lifestyle change.
I'm drinking more water later in the evening. You know, as opposed to like being cotton mouth and reaching for something sweet to fulfill that, you know, that urge. And then I haven't been big on pop like that for real since high school. So, you know, that wasn't a thing where, oh yeah, I gotta eliminate that from my routine diet. Shit. I took that 270 and turned it into a 190.
Damn.
Yeah, at some point. I just stayed with, you know, staying active. And shit, I hear it is at a pull-up bar. I can't do a pull-up. But once I got down to like 250, oh yeah, I was able to do that boy then. And coming down further, now I'm able to do more because I'm pulling up at lesser weight than what I'm used to. So yeah, it just gradually happened. And you know, it showed in ways where people started noticing, man, what you doing and all that stuff. Like, damn, I feel like I'm ready to write a book now. That's how much attention I was getting. All of that being said, hell, I had a cousin that says, once you get so old, it's gonna be hard to lose weight like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to just knock that weight off. I'm like, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Right.
Straight like that. I'm talking about once it came to that point where I'm, you know, in better shape and shit. I walk up to him, and not just out of the blue, I waited till the right opportune moment and shit, and he said something. Yeah, man, it's just like how you said, you know, I wouldn't get down to this weight and shit. Look at me now. And he like, yeah, you know, whatever. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said it like, you know, I figured you could. It's just like how I said in the beginning, it's gonna be hard for you to do it. You know, I'm like, shit. All it took was for a nigga to be disciplined, for real. And that's with everything, with your diet, with your activities, with your with how you are spiritually and mentally. Yeah, you gotta be disciplined to get everything in line. Straight up. And hell yeah, you gotta figure at 270, I'm 5'11". You fucking talking shit about me. Who ain't? I'm not 6'5" and 270.
That's a small lineman.
Yeah. What?
That is a small fucking lineman, yo.
Man, wearing size 46 pants and all that. Come on, dude. To bring
That's
that down
crazy.
to 38. Oh, yeah. So, shoot, after a while, yeah. All that shaming helped me out. I came up on shaming.
That's how I was raised.
And
Shit.
and it started at the home. Family's supposed to tear you up.
Yeah.
For real. It's supposed to embrace you. It's supposed to set you up for the world.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, my father told me I don't know, like I was throwing the shoe, so to speak, in that same motion. So he see me doing it, he like get cracking up to himself. I'm like, you know, what you was so funny? He like, so what, son? Is your toe so long that you gotta get a head start to put the sock on or something? Wow! Man, I would have expected that. I had nothing. I
That's
had
funny.
no ammo. None.
That's funny. Yeah, man. That's why I appreciate my upbringing, man.
Oh, man, what?
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my upbringing. And I make sure I instill a lot of my upbringing into my kids. You know what I'm saying? I read something somewhere where somebody was saying you shouldn't raise your kids the same way you was raised, because a lot of that stuff didn't work and you were lied to. Now, maybe the lied to part, but I think that has more to do with like church and religion than actual child rearing or child not bearing, but I can't think of the phrase. But I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying.
I'm trying to.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like-
trying.
Like not I think that's more of the lies in my household, I feel.
Okay.
The lies is more of a, religion or, the belief in maybe Christianity. And I wouldn't say that I was lied to by anybody in my family, because, I went down this path by myself and figured out that it was a lie. So
Okay.
it wasn't nothing that somebody told me. I wanted to be a pastor.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I did. I wanted to be
All
a
this
pastor.
time I never knew this.
Yeah, I wanted to be a pastor.
Oh, man.
I tried to do a pastoralship at After Christ Ministries. And the
Is that
lady...
over there off of Linwood?
Yep. And the lady, she said that you have the same power that Jesus has. I'm like, hold on, you just told me that this motherfucker make water out of bread and shit. Like, I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? That was the first one. I left that alone. But then when she, you know, what I wanted to do with my ministry is that I wanted to be able, not only could I minister this shit to you, meaning I can say it to you, you can go somewhere and read it yourself, like a work site. You know what I'm saying? So when I tried to apply my fellowship before I start telling people to use it, I couldn't find shit.
Wow.
I couldn't find shit about like all the prominent people in the Bible, like David, Moses, Jesus. Nothing. This ark that's so massive, like the ark was the size of the Twin Towers. I don't give a fuck when that bitch crashed. You should be able to find all that goddamn wood.
You feel me? Same way they found the Titanic.
You should be able to find that shit, even though the Titanic happened in 1920.
Still.
If you telling me in this book that y'all put every animal, male or female, on this goddamn boat. So y'all put all the giraffes, all the goddamn hippos, you know what I'm saying? All whatever the fuck was walking around at the time. So at this time, I'm thinking it's dinosaurs. So y'all got all the T-Rexes in this, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, goddammit. This shit has to be a massive structure to handle all these goddamn people. These things you telling me is on this goddamn boat.
Man, look, I'll tell you like this. PBS had put it out there that some archaeologists have found artifacts of what they later determined to be Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Which, from the bone structure and everything that the scientists, you know, had went to searching about, found out that he's a black man. I just had to throw that extra part in there.
And they happen to find him in Africa. Which is, you know, which goes back to my point that this whole, like when I found out that the whole Christianity thing is really a hoax, I was so mad. I was so upset. I spent 3 years of my life from 28 to 32 being mad that I believed in this shit. I literally had to look in the mirror and be like, bro, you gotta let this shit go. I know they lied to you. And then everything and then that's when I came across the Hidden Color shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then once I found out that the first 3 popes in the Catholic deity was black, the first emperor of Rome was black, separatist, some shit.
Give me the line.
The first samurai in Japan was a fucking black man.
That I can believe. I mean, anything as far as originality, I can believe is a black man. Yeah.
So,
and some of my people out there would rather us say more. You know, I feel y'all. We baby stepping. You know what I'm saying? I just said it a few times.
Yeah. And then motherfuckers be like, yeah, has anybody ever called you Hotep?
Yep.
I think that is the silliest term, bro. That is the fucking silliest term. I think Hotep.
Beautiful life. Beautiful life. Beautiful life. Beautiful life. Beautiful life.
But you want the power structure to be about you as an individual, I think.
I don't know, it seems something about it, like if you turn it around, it's already a thing where how English language is set up is somewhat like dyslexic for a person not from the United States.
Mm.
So it's possible that it's just turned around and has a different meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So with Hotep, that's HOTP.
HOTEP.
So what would it be flipped around?
I don't know.
Pet-O.
Pedo.
Or
You know what they call pedos.
or if you want to go the Latin way, peto.
I don't know. I know it got something to do with hoeing black women, and I ain't about that. I ain't about hoeing black women at all. Me personally, and I think this is the first time I've ever said this. I've never said this on my show. Me personally, I think black women are the closest we're ever going to get to God. Because without them, we wouldn't be able to populate the world. And gods can give life, right?
Okay.
And gods can take life. And without women, we would not be able to give life. So, if people tell me that I'm hard on women, that's because if women held us to a higher standard, then we would have no choice but to meet that standard, because everything in a man's life is to get some fucking pussy. So if the pussy has a standard, guess what we gonna do? We gonna meet the motherfucking standard. But if the standard's $40, what the fuck? Fuck you mad at me because you take the shit and then take the dick.
Should have put a price on the standard.
And for those that's watching, I don't give a fuck how many viewers we got right now. Ladies. Ladies, once you put a price on that vagina, it has lost all value. Remember that. I'm dropping horse gems. You better take that bar and run with it.
Boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap.
Beautiful life. Beautiful life. Beautiful life. Beautiful life. Beautiful life.
The most frequent shame thing is a woman and her body count. Like, I don't know. I feel like if it's out of fairness, if you know you done did your share, you can only fool yourself by expecting a woman not do her fair share.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit, don't even set yourself up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I ain't married, just exit everything out your mind. She won't be thinking about or pondering on as far as what she has been doing while she ain't been with you, what she done before she got with you. Let it go. It's not really volunteer it. She volunteer that information that's different and says something about her, enough about her to make you consider how much time you're willing to invest. But all in all, asking her so many questions, like you asking her questions is gonna make her kind of take on the likeness of a turtle, take on the similarities of a turtle. Gonna want to hop in the shell or want to be like a crab, run back to the sea. You know what I'm saying? Because she feel like you're coming at her in a way that's going where you're ready to antagonize her.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment she says something that you don't like, you ready to just, you, dab your finger all in the face. So, yeah, shit, like, that shit should not even be as important to niggas for real. Especially the niggas who done seen hella porn. And you, especially
Yeah, man, you really...
like the bukkake porn. Like, nigga, it's
like, if you ever
nothing
been a
else.
part of a bust, though, why do you care about a woman's body count?
Okay.
Who gives a fuck?
Free lunch on that. I'm gonna double back on that. We're saying, knowing where she's been, or seeing it firsthand, or having an idea. Why would you even set yourself up for the disappointment of asking? Again, volunteer information is one thing, but for you to ask,
Who cares?
why do you? Why should you?
What? Who cares? Long as she throwing you down, that's all you should worry about. I don't know. I just be on like a contingent type of thing. Like,
Because
if I'm not around you,
what you just said would apply for a nigga that's fucking his homeboy's bitch.
well, his homeboy shouldn't be fucking his homeboy bitch.
Shouldn't, but not everybody operate under the same morals. And
That's
shit,
crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad I don't do that type of shit no more. That's stressful. That just sounds stressful.
But it's like, why would you be thinking about X, Y, Z or where she could have been when you was side nigga? That's basically what you are. You know what I'm saying? You take your turn like she's just a female, even though she's a female that is frequent your main guy, your right hand, or whatever you want to call him.
I don't know if you want me to get to talking about side pieces, because then I might have to bring Lion fans into this shit, and I don't know if you want that to be on your if you want that to be on your show the first time out. But
I don't care.
But like, side pieces don't have no fucking say. Side pieces are like people that didn't vote. If you didn't vote, you have no say so on what happens to you. That's how I feel about side pieces.
I don't know, that whole thing about voting though, that definitely go to a whole other segment.
No. Voting is very important. And I'm gonna tell you why voting is important. Voting is important, especially in the city sector of the world. Voting is very important, because if you have control over the things that's going on in your city, then the people in the state will see that the people have control over that. So they're not gonna come down here trying to fuck with you.
But how much control do you think you have with your one vote?
You have control with the people that you put in power. The people that you put in power, you got to have some type of trust in. The people that you put in power, these motherfuckers got to say whatever they say they're going to do, they got to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? So you might have to groom some people from the village to go do this part in the city council, whatever the case may be. You might have to groom these motherfuckers to do this shit.
I feel like on a more local level, yeah, a vote matters. On a government level, on a countrywide level, no, your vote does not matter, because this electoral college wouldn't even be a factor if your vote mattered.
Man,
And now they're on this initiative of wanting to eliminate it after so many years. You eliminate that, you eliminate jobs.
The electoral college is the whole. Those are the people that gather the votes. So if you get rid of that electoral college, then you really getting rid of votes. So yes, if you get rid of the electoral college, your vote does not count. But without the electoral college, your vote counts. See, if the nigga lost the electoral vote, then I don't know what the fuck is going on. How the fuck did popular opinion get him in the goddamn office? That's all I'm saying. if y'all system that you motherfuckers put forth didn't work, and he still got in there, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's what I understand.
What are we talking about? Y'all put this shit in here. This y'all shit. We don't need no, this y'all shit.
Oh, I say that shit need to be eliminated for real, because why do you need a whole nother entity, you know, outside of what you already have set up in place as far as tallying the votes? Hell, you get down there, do that shit electronically through a phone. Listen, if you can do American Idol, voting for who you want to represent you as far as doing their entertaining and shit, why you can't do that?
You make a very good point.
Why you can't do that?
You make a very good point.
Presidential election.
You make a very good fucking point. There have been times that is proven through reality TV that voting works, or you can see voting working.
Lost her phone. Like, there ain't too many people that's gonna call me this time of day. Alive, they ended and shit.
I was doing this for an hour. Your anchor went off too. You ain't got another lighter.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a fucking amazing. Hello? 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 Yes. No, but no. Where are you? And forward and what? There ain't nothing open that way. Nah, I was figuring. There ain't nothing open that way but some White Castle. Said I was thinking, but ain't nothing open that way other than White Castle. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nothing. No, I didn't. Ain't nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing to DoorDash in 130. Ain't nothing to DoorDash in 130 but Coney.
They DoorDash Coney?
Hell yeah, someone do. There's nothing to DoorDash this time of morning except Coney. They probably don't even do it this time of day. Nah, I would definitely have to. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yes. Yes. What? What did you say?